Hola, 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 hola. Hello, hello, everybody. It's been a day since we streamed. We finished Resident Evil 2, terminamos Resident Evil 2. Y como no sabía qué streamear, comencé a buscar en la biblioteca lo que me llamara la atención. Y llegué a este juego. I started searching for something to stream. And this seems to be a graphic novel. No, a visual novel. Sorry. It's a, es una novela visual sobre una chica que al parecer en su ciudad ella desapareció, pero a nadie le llamó la atención, a nadie le importó. It's about a girl who goes missing and no one seems to be concerned. Uh, I like visual novels. They are not my like kind of go game, but I like them. And from what I can see, I like the art of this. So I want to give it a try. Let's see how it looks here. I was touching the settings. Estaba tocando los ajustes. Quiero saber cómo se escucha. I want to know if you can hear it fine. If you excuse me, I'm gonna hear the stream, how it looks, how it how it looks and how it's here. How's the volume? How's el volumen? It seems fine. The audio is good. So puedo usar mi control. I can use my control. Music volume is good. Text speed. Okay, seems fine. Seems fine. Seems fine. So let's start this game. Partamos este juego. A ver qué onda. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? I need to. Okay, seems fine, seems fine. To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. I hear it a little too loud for me. I'm gonna. Okay, that seems better, at least for me. Those constitute for just 7 to 12% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. and I find that really cute. I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. Debe haber sido un diario de hace unos años. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. Pero ese pequeño dato aún aparece en mi mente cuando sea que miro al cielo en la mañana. Al cielo madrugador. It's not much of a view, to be honest. No es tanto para la vista, para ser honesto. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. No es mucho cielo, no es mucho sol. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Supongo que es la región. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts. What with the constant snow. Algunas personas dicen que simplemente el sol está flojeando por nuestros lugares, por nuestras partes. Que tiene que ver con la nieve constante. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read the newspaper. Pero la gente que viene diciendo eso claramente no han leído el periódico. Ese periódico. The more I thought about things like that and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. Mientras más pensaba en cosas como esas y mientras más aprendía, más me di cuenta lo increíble que todo es. Lo increíble que es todo. No es, I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. No simplemente lo digo porque sea asombroso. I mean improbable. Me refiero a improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. No puedes negar que el mundo está lleno de grandes coincidencias. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to perchance. Ha llegado al punto donde no puedo evitar preguntarme cuánto esto se le puede atribuir la pura coincidencia, pura chance. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. El universo fue muy amable para darnos ambos un sol y un planeta con las condiciones perfectas para vida sentiente. ¿Sentiente es en español, no? Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of us, none of the beauty surrounding us will exist. Simplemente la pequeña fluctuación en la composición de nuestra atmósfera, el tamaño del globo o la distancia entre la Tierra y el Sol, y ninguno de nosotros, ninguna de las bellezas que nos rodea existiría. Some will call it a miracle. Algunos lo llamarían un milagro. Un milagro. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. Claro, es una forma muy linda de ponerlo. But isn't that giving the world we're living too little credit? ¿No es una forma de darle al mundo en el que estamos viviendo muy poco crédito? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle of or anything. Pero no es como que me suscriba al principio antrópico. ¿Antrópico se dice eso en español? It's the first time I read that word. I'm gonna search it. Principio antrópico. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. No soy tan arrogante como para pensar que el universo existe solo por nosotros. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. O más bien, no creo que solamente exista para ser observado. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it's perceived. Cuando un bebé nace, no se preocupa como él es percibido. That conscious need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Esa conciencia aparece después. Cuando el niño desarrolla self-awareness en mayor, ¿cómo es? Una autoconciencia. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surrounding. Hasta ese punto, su curiosidad es hacia lo que lo rodea. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the entropic principle entails. Entonces es lo contrario al principio antrópico. We are social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. Somos criaturas sociales, así que la necesidad de ser observado hace sentido para nuestra supervivencia. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, pero es decir que el universo mismo tiene esa misma prioridad o comparte esa prioridad, it just doesn't make sense to me. No me hace sentido. Although you can also think about it this way. Aunque también puedes pensar eso de esta manera. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. Un niño es curioso sobre el mundo, o la curiosidad de un niño sobre el mundo, es porque él percibe el mundo como algo externo. But what if the child is the world? Pero ¿qué pasa si el niño es el mundo? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? ¿Qué pasaría si todo lo que él pudiera observar existiera dentro de él? O en él. What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? ¿En qué podría todo el universo que lo encierra, por así decirlo, ser curioso? Estar curioso sobre él. There's nothing but itself. So nothing but itself. No hay nada pero el mismo. Nada pero el mismo. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. No hay nada por lo que pueda hacer en todo el maldito mundo. No dice maldito. En todo el mundo. It is the world. Él es el mundo. Wait. Now this makes perfect sense. Ahora esto hace el perfecto sentido. If I put it like that, si lo pongo de esta manera, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Porque el universo no tiene manera de... No, creo que el mundo no tiene otra opción pero ser self-centered, centrado en sí mismo. O estar centrado. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born. Incluso si este no era el caso cuando nació. What if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? ¿Qué hubiera pasado si el universo desarrolló este deseo de ser percibido mientras iba madurando? The same way that a child would. De la misma forma que un niño lo haría. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us as a certain way? ¿Y qué es lo que hacemos cuando queremos ser percibidos de cierta manera? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Tratamos de moldearnos acordamente. I think I get it now. Creo que ya lo tengo. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. El universo gradualmente sintió el deseo de ser visto. It wanted to be admired, loved and observed, because there's nothing more a world can do but observe itself. Quería ser admirado, amado, observado, porque no hay nada más en el mundo. No hay nada más que un mundo quiera, pero observarse a sí mismo. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. Es el mejor y el único pasatiempo que hay. O al menos de que el mundo está interesado. Que el mundo está interesado. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Si la observación es buena, más observación es incluso mejor. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. Pero claro, un universo sin fin puede observarse a sí mismo sin fin. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. Puedes decir que el valor de su observación es igual al infinito. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't really, not in mathematics. El valor puede parecer absoluto, pero en realidad no lo es, al menos no en matemáticas. Infinity plus one exists. Infinito más uno existe. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite observer. Es un valor que el universo nunca podría alcanzar como un singular. Aunque, albeit infinite observer, aunque sea un observador infinito, So it had to create new, infinite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Así que tuvo que crear un nuevo observador finito para añadirlo a su infinidad. Necesitaba crear vida sentiente. Sigo sin saber si sentiente una palabra. Vida sensible, consciente. Dejémoslo como sentiente. Menos para nosotros sentiente. The sentient life is the plus one. La vida consciente, sentiente, es ese más uno. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Cuando lo pones de esta manera, suena como si todos nosotros fuéramos unos extras en la fiesta. Now, isn't that fun? ¿Acaso no es divertido? This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely. I read that as shit. This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely. Este vasto universo se cambió a sí mismo tan meticulosamente para hacer a nuevos observadores posibles. Él ajustó finamente, puedes decirlo, todos sus sistemas tan precisamente, solo para tenernos aquí, just to have us here. It works so hard just to share its one joy with us, worthless insects. Trabajó tan duro solo para compartir una alegría con nosotros, Nosotros, insectos sin valor. Oh no. Oh no. This can't be. Esto no puede ser. That's cute. Esto es tan tierno. That's really cute. Muy tierno. Ah. I shall expect this. I shall expect this. Debe habérmelo esperado. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. Debe haber sabido que el universo infinito iba a ser infinitamente tierno. This world truly is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. El universo realmente es maravilloso, maravilloso, maravilloso. Ira Grachevskaya is missing. Ira Grachevskaya estaba perdida. ¿Ah? Asia. I look up from my desk. Desde mi pupitre. A low hum runs through the glass. Un zumbido sordo pasa por la clase o se escucha en la clase. Grachevskaya? What? ¿Qué? Seriously? And from this point on, I'm only just read it in English. Or I try just to read in English. If there's something I like very serious, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? Nah, but come on. You know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filled the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Wait. Vadim. You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah. Yeah, we're shocked, you know? We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, Orirochka. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Garin, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19. A bird flies past the window. Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha, you're on! No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing, right? That's just Grachevskaya for you. I'm gonna have problems with this name all the time. Bet her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? Haha, no way. Do we even have any? I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Hahaha. Honestly. Hey. But she's like for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? A bunch of people have seen them together. It's some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmate as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. The conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making any sense. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ida to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There's a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed toward Ida. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira will just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble. Always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right, this wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man... I've never even seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time... I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I never even thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... Yeah, it's most definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she's a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those type of books. So perhaps... she was planning to elope all along? Oh crap! Crap! It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this. I really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb. But if Ira is really gone, It's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shubina. Huh? You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? Really? I thought you two were dykes. What? They all erupted in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumbass. Grashevskaya is screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. I don't. It's. Look at her face. Chill out, Shibina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyway? You really a lesbo or something? I'm not. They just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ida came in through that door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell will break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover place. Maybe she's trotting through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom. And now she's going down the corridor. Up the stairs, to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ida's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her. I told you. The steps walks past the classroom. Oh, she's not gonna enter. It wasn't Ida. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sound like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why is that? Huh? I don't know. I just... Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What, you wanna be her boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, wanna go out with Igor? Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Peace off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. Tsk. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ida came in through that door and beat them up right there and there, would it really help my case? They probably keep saying those same things behind her back and to my face. I guess it really could be for the worst. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ida saw that, it will just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. Huh. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking, the last time I saw Ira, the teacher say her parents. The teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual. And went to see that man they talk about? Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday's evening. Go home, Asia. The teacher's office, was it? I'm kinda scared of going straight to the police. But I should probably report that. Not sure if it will be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. What you saw? What have you seen? But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone's know that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ida really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, will it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that it's ugly, but whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now, it's none of your business. Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Guys. If you see someone, it doesn't matter if you don't talk like that much of anything, with someone like that looks suspicious, someone older, please report this. Just report it. Should I keep silent? No, don't keep silent. Go report it. Can I go report it? It's not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent and everyone will be happy. No, don't keep silent. Speak your troubles. Speak it. Even if it's just a little bit of something concerning you, speak it. I'll be happy, the good irrational in me will be happy, and the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asia, you solved it. It sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to laugh around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Counterpoint! What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? ¿Qué pasa si Ira en realidad sí está perdida? Despite that all, there's always a possibility that she's in danger. Siempre hay una posibilidad que esté en peligro. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And if she really did elope with her bluff, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that of chance of Ida being in danger and my words being the key to saving her, makes for a strong argument. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her. Whoa, yeah! That will be so amazing! And then I come and visit her in this hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have. She'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to. No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Yes, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I probably look kind of silly. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking. Down the staircase, to the right, down the hall. That's the teacher's office. Huh? A girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I will know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she's expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office? Oh no! I'm just waiting for someone. Okay. Hey, what? You are Asia, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? Huh? I mean, it's not like we have a lot of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? That's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in a tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other. But that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosia left. And gossip... Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that. But I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention. Wait. When I put it like that, it's kind of sound like my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate the idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. The name's Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grachevskaya? How did you know? What do you mean, how? We had announcements, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense they at least give the upperclassmen a head up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means you also know something about Ida? Yep. Ah, that's great. So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. Um, and what did you tell them? That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout info like that out in the open, Asia. The walls got ears. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Who I'm kidding. I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. Haha, no you won't. Sorry? You are not telling them anything. She gestures with her fingers to the tact of each syllable. Why? Because a bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it. I desperately search her face for signs of mockery, but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprised? Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ida told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talk about me? Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ida will give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ida's? For some reason I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. It was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ida is like when she's with friends. Me pregunto cómo será Ida cuando está con amigos. I know you saw her yesterday. Sé que la viste ayer. I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all that stupid rumors. It kinda slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Well... Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still... Wait! I know Ida's probably fine, but... Isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just say that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. All of my stumbled protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day adapting whether I should report it at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify. But some parts of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. My heart. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. What? Gracias, gracias, Capitán Corneta. ¿Cómo estuvo el DLC? ¿Cómo estuvo el Kingdom Hearts? ¿Valió la pena? ¿Valió la pena tu DLC? Una poronga. No vea eso. Pero ya lo terminaste. Son los últimos 45 minutos. Ah, pero... re cortísimo entonces. Ahora toca jugar el juego musical, ¿no? This can be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hang on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop for the sake of something more important? No está en PC. Ah, mato. Un resumen y era. Y... para el 2030. Kingdom Hearts 4. Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? Pero vamos, sí. And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path. Y el hecho de que el mundo, por cualquier razón, ha decidido guiarme hacia el camino correcto. That's so endlessly sweet. Eso es infinitamente... Es un dulzor sin fin. Down the stairs, to the lobby, to the coat room. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along, and I can feel my doubt turning to excitement. This is definitely the right path. The girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. ¿Llegáis a jugar ahora que terminaste los Kingdom Hearts? Esa es la gran pregunta. Z.A.T.O, I love the world and everything in it. Episode 1, Ira. Llegó un pana con el nombre Marlux al chat y yo puteando el juego. No. No, lo que le hiciste al pobre hombre. What the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Ira to Garin, to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Le tiró una silla. Estoy emocionado por la espera de Kingdom Hearts 4, pido perdón. No, mataste a un pobre hombre, weón. ¿Ah? Gracheskaya, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher! Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms toward Garin. ¡Ella es Ira! ¡Qué bonita es Ira! Y lo mataste al tiro, o sea, le puteaste su juego favorito de la vida y el buen se fue, llorando. Abandonó tu stream. Mala persona, weón. Él venía a ser tu amigo, a disfrutar Kingdom Hearts contigo. Y tú lo rompiste. You broke that poor person. The poor guy. You broke McLuxia. Not paying any mind to the commotion that fills the room. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Me explicó cosas, no sabía nada, que yo tengo como 500 resúmenes y explicaciones de la saga en el cuerpo. No, te vino a hacer mansplaining. Te vino a hacer mansplaining. Increíble. ¿Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. You killed a follower. Mataste a un posible seguidor, weón. The classmates who were caught in the laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag and heads toward the door. Crazy bitch. She ignores him. Grachevskaya, where are you going? Hey! Ira forcefully pushed past the teacher. You... Grachevskaya! What? What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Grachevskaya. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Ira no le importaban las reglas que se supone que todo el mundo tiene que seguir. Supongo que llaman a eso un chico problema, una niña problema. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. Una ciudad sin crimen. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. Nadie puede ingresar o salir sin un permiso. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to good people in the neighboring town can't even dream of. Few get afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit. Bueno, el DLC Kairi es útil y puedes jugar con ella 7 juegos para que Kairi deje de ser una maceta con peluca. Pero ¿cómo vaya a decir eso de Kairi? Hit 6,000. When someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that means to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. They blame faults on the people responsible. That it's on Ira's parents. And question begins to arise. Why is Grachevskia's daughters behave like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much, Yet they can do the bare minimum and raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talks like that, but if you're still here, you can, I don't know, short game for streaming. What's a short game you can play? I don't know, maybe some Balatro runes, Hades, while you decide what to play. I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ida threw the chair at Garin. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they will get curious about it. Of course they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's the matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ida somehow. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that, and also I was really scared. Ida has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out Garin, it was like I weren't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lessons. I think it was math. I came into the door, and there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ida shot me a disinterested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. Not like I had some long conversations or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me, that will just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed away while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the window wheel, I swung open the door. Wait! Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through the hair. The cold draft wafted? What the fuck means wafted? Through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what I'm supposed to say? Thank you? After I just stumbled out of a toilet stall? What? Huh? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I'd just gone mute. As if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Eso estoy descubriendo. Parece que el mundo no me ama. Pero yo amo al mundo. Whatever. No, wait! Please. I took a step forward. No, I took a step towards her, and she jolted away like I were a leper. A leper? What the fuck is a leper? What in the fucking shit is a leper? Un leproso. Nunca en mi vida he visto un leproso. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The window wheel. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that? Huh? She blinks. Not really. Maybe a little. Huh. I thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I figured I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garin read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Huh? Well, I guess not. Her voice was getting on my nerves. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the till floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Solo en Epic Games. Oh. Obligado a jugarlo en Epic, po, weón. Ira likes my poetry? ¿Esto es Doomed Yuri? This is Doomed Yuri. Ira Grachevskaya. 40 lucas la otra vez. Bueno, algún día Epic lo regalará. The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I needed to get back to the classroom. I adopted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Yuri, pero Doomed Yuri. No, Doomed Yuri, no. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. This phrase represents me. I'm this phrase. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shubina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. This is... Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. This is bullshit. They are not joking around with you. They're joking about you. Don't. Ah! I'm getting mad. You have to stood for yourself. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering in the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how fun it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but... Ah, Ira! She just walked past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in the crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder, even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should hear it. Hey, Vadim. What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. Remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. No, it was you. Yes. I don't freaking know. It's half a rabble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. My eye keeps snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? What are you waiting for? What am I fighting for? Oh, me dolió la garganta. Even if she show up, what would she do? Mock him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. Todavía estoy enfermo. Perdón. You could go grocery shopping with Dad, but... It's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyway. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Asia, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, Duff. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice though. At least when they're not joking around with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different sense of humor. Salió el gameplay de la Cali para el Dex final. Yo pensé que ese güey estaba muerto, po. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point, especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Huh? Yeah, use some like makeup, you'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ida to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed so I can wash this mess off quickly, but I should stop falling for these pranks. But... sorry. I left my face up without thinking. Oh no. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I can handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry! Huh? I run past her. Run, run, run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After about a month has really had done me. ¿Por qué me están haciendo bullying, weón? Solo porque me gusta el yuri. I keep telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, but in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out a classmate she found annoying, one who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oi! Huh? 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. So he remembered. There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone around erupts in sneakers. You're a cheap deal. You're free later? Very funny. Oh please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. Haha, that's right. You are doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmate for once. ¿Por qué soy víctima de bullying? ¿El mundo de verdad no me ama? I let myself believe something will change. I thought about it as if I deserve it. As if I didn't have good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's also stupid. I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I looked out and saw Garin all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that, because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I... Until I decided that was... Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even in my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write out, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right! I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this, right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if there weren't enough? You idiot! Huh? What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swing her boot against a snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly sweeping clumps of snow to my cut. Stuck to my cut. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than I expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garin giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. But there was nowhere else to sit near the school bags entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... Huh? The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm not good at judgment like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escapes before I manage to get myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you Garen was bragging about sleeping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Huh? Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry, I just brave myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. Huh? It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. He pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who will fall for that? I stare at the shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh, No, thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It will get dab inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. Huh? I smiled at her. Even after I said I had come to terms with it. No. Right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away the last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntarily thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Flustered. Ira's flustered! Yes, undum, Yuri! Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Ah, right. I'm grinding like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gave me a quick once-over. You take care. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other, and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No, change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turned the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always live in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way, I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home, day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say none of your business if I did, and she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how fun it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started taking routes, and as naive as I was to behave that way, I kept doing it, again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Tsk. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Oh, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was still busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pause. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chose there if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well, I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys is scared out of her way. Only Garin doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on, have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina's having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her back on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garin lets out an awkward chuckle. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. Huh? What? Swish! Whoa, what? Garin jump backs, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a bow compass. Is that... You serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turns into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No. Most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclining to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garin were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only... I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore, because in that moment I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could hope for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into, but it was as if Ida spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered? That sounded like her. Well, despite it being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that, bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away, she could even attack me. Wah! But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. My breath halted. Oh, hey. Hi! The vents near the research institute expels hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts. So that's a safe bet in my book. Why is it a here of all places? Again? Huh? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously send you all the way here? What? Ah, no! I didn't get any letter after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you like smoke? Nope, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Ah, yes, I know that. You wanna try then? What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. But awkward start. I can let it end here. I need to just um and what about you, Ida? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh, you bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. Huh? I mean, uh, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would, but it is different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She have to really care about it. Crap, that proves it. It and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuse to stay off the minutes and have to come home, it is cooking, packing lunch, and carrying to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard, but it makes so much sense. That's why I never seen her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't eat away at community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunch sometimes. Lunch are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to go to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Hmm. Yes, that's true. Me gusta esta escena en rojo. I like this red scene. Like everything changed in that moment. She still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. What? What? Ira walks back into the building. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we are close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garin doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Ah. Oh. She's not really my friend. You're Pitbull then. Pitbull? Hey, that's a spot on. You can make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really. But looks like they picked up on it. Onita's reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? That's nice to hear, even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garin's mouth to date. At least she barely show up. Yeah, they probably kick her out before New Year's with the attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ida can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We are the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. No. Oh man, now that you say that. Everyone, pretend to be surprised when that happens. No. No, 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 no. I hate how they write. I hate that I can see it happening. Everyone talks about it. How it is a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time, but still she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! That can't happen. No. It can't, it can't, it can't. It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go, she's so nice, she cares, she does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why will they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can do that. If they do it, then it will be all over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out to the window. The snow is falling slightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long grey clouds glide lazily across the tundra, far past the fences, past the mountain ridge, so far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So, if I've earned this world good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ida. What? I'm really using up all my luck these days. Ida sits smoking in the girl's bathroom, but just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and sticks in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? You told me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away, that your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe you just clean up. If you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it's pointless to cram it at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish plug to get some scrap of Ida's time before she goes. I wonder, did they do the same when Tosia moved away? It's only been 3 years. But now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. It was a very different person then, I'm sure. I was a very different person. At least, I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Hmm? Thanks. Uh, no, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, ah. Actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's, Ira's expression darkens. Ah, don't worry, we're just playing a game. I guess the guy got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. When I hit Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine. We're playing a game. Really? Please. Don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea what it is. It was Garin, right? No, Shurikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor, I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry, we're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is so much worse in this one. En todas partes del mundo parece que los baños de hombre huelen a puta mierda. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Whoa, thank you. Yeah. What? Ira almost loses her balance but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clank as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah, let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Dunno, I didn't say anything. Huh? But why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. I see. Thank you again. What do you know it will be in the boys' room? You think Shuri will go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they put it in there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should check there from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We're just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It only get worse. It's not that bad, and I wouldn't. I. I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, It wouldn't be right, and. For the love of. It's not like I ever tried before. But when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? We're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She says sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asia, yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right, I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garin and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealing with is much worse than mine. But here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ida to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? Because I like them. Really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? That's... Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific matter? I don't care. Anything. Alright. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah. You do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. Me estoy quedando sin voz. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Am I ready? Yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. ¡Que vivan las lesbianas! ¡Que viva el amor homosexual! My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way, I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, to the library, or for a walk, and then, when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, she vanished during breaks. I never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did when I was walking home from school, to the store, or just wandering on the street killing time. I kept thinking about how fun it would be to bump into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer, started to take new routes, and as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah! What? Ira! Hi. What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean... What are you doing at the center? Came to return some bugs. Oh, so you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff. You don't wanna say? Ok, para tomarme aquí un pequeño break para ir al baño y estirar las piernas. Aprovechen de ir también al baño, buscar algo para comer, estirar sus piernas. Así que, como 5 minutos vuelvo, 4 o 5 minutos. We are back. We're back in action. We're back in this gay world. Ojalá hayan estirado las piernas. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she wouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? Uh, the other week I finished The Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it's all never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garin's right there. Garin? Well, he's not that bad. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I think that's something Camus and I agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? I think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysius something, from ancient Greece, I think? Anyway, he said, evil is not a being, but if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. So Hitler's not evil? Wow. No pensé que traerían a Hitler aquí. That's a rather extreme example. But it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think so. The point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists, it's freaking everywhere. Just cause there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we ain't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person, of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not, I know that. But it is a kind of being, right? Huh? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so it's the universe, because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I feel a lump rising in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but It must be nice being able to think that way. Huh? Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. It's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa, even angrier. Fuck. Aprovechar de guardar. Yes. Yes, I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagined Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 Garins. Chairs flying, bow compasses swinging. It is like a bodhisattva. What the fuck is a bodhisattva? Bodhisattva. No sé lo que es. Lo guardé para buscarlo después. Dozen of hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stationery. Ah, entonces como un dios, bodhisattva. Creo que tengo una idea cómo sería. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass drowns another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. It is surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez, I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. Ah, I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for the stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. So, Ira gave me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read, they were, yes? Angelique. Huh? By Angolon. And Angelique? The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know? I know, my mom really likes them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they are alright. Okay. I remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yes, see you around. Ira disappears down the street. And there she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea she liked books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies? I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema? That could be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it, but I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't tag even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. You see in the back of her head will be enough. What's with just Shabina? Huh? You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you are about to hang yourself for a change? Dude, dude. No puedes ir diciéndole eso a alguien. Ni a un amigo yo le diría eso, weón. It's great to see you, really. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That green makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. Hmm, you're welcome. She grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friend chuckles along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee if I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking, but there's so little time left. So little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. ¡Ira! Hoy es el 1 de abril. ¿Qué broma te comiste ya, weón? Tontos de abril. Ya partimos con Nike 2. La primera broma. ¿Qué broma ahora? Acá le una broma. Ah, no. Te comiste la del Nier, ¿verdad? Ah, tendré que encontrar disponible en Steam. Pensé que había visto la del Nier Cosmic Horrors. Ira. Hi. Ah, good. Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked, it really worked. I spotted Ida between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in another. Debería creerle en los de Nier. ¿Cómo va a ser mentira Nier Cosmic Horror si tenía este tráiler? What are you doing here? What does it look like? Um, Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Uh, the rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Yoko Taro dijo, estoy haciendo algo de Nier, pero es hacer un concierto con historia. Así no se puede, dijo. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screamed exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. In me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's skull stopped me dead in the tracks. Huh? You spying on me now? Well, no, no. I was just walking here and at the garage lot. Yes. She gives me a look of such contempt it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying, really. I'm. I always take these walks after school. And going the same route gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple of times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. No he revisado Twitter, quizá cuántas bromas me he perdido en el día. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did you hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garin's. I mean, I usually stroll around along the main street or near the community center, but I get colder soon, you know? Mm. So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, and so I have to, because I can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up, and we will clear everything up, and she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger, and you can see away into the tundra, and uh, what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half truth. I hope she'd be here, like I hope she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften, but then she closes them, and if just looking at me was wearing her out, she takes a drag and turns away from me. God, can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out, or even just, whatever, it's fine. But she doesn't say anything. Uh, I, I'm sorry. I, I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzard hits, they'll get completely buried. I'd like to have a snow hill from over me too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should ask her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Are you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way. I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Michina will be there. Like she talked to you. Hey, you don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. Ah, that's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got Grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Vadim? No way. That's been... He's kinda tired recently. El papá le pega. De esa forma, me da a entender que el papá le hace algo. Quizá no le pega, pero quizá... Ah, really? Yeah. It's whatever though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us I kinda forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. I could think about where the days counting down to the moment Ira will move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but yeah, I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we met. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift? That might be weird though. And I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Maybe a little tread will do? A waffle? Would she like a waffle? What? What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why? Why? Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? Gah, I should just shut up. Focus on something else. No le he escrito el poema. No le he escrito el poema todavía. Just so difficult to do these days. Difficult, difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale, exhale. There, a little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The building, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. So perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes has been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as my face is being pelleted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. Ah, I should go to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It closes at 6, so... No, for sure not. Oh well. They already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined up with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, I like it that it as is. I like it that it is. And it is. The way that snow rests on its branches make it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down the bar. Hard to imagine there will be a lot of people out an evening like this. So why have I been wandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and moody orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet that guests find it quite welcoming, though judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Um, hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I just peek at the oilcloth and sweat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We are both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother? You run away from her even though she had it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful field. It's a kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What I was going to do, what was I? Alright, I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Recién lo voy a escribir, recién. Ah, just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosia did, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Garin read. What did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? Ah, that's it.
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно.
Claro.
Не рви наряд свой белоснежный.
Exacto.
И спи спокойно.
Sí.
Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится.
Muy bonito.
И пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
Hermoso. Gracias. Oh, damn blackbird, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow-white attire. Sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but frost will still glimmer, and birds will still fly across the sky, no alcanzaré. It's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garin was too nice. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it. So maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I thought she was a bad mood because of me. But I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Ah. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a thought bad, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciation gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it. ¿Escribir poema? Seguimos. Oh, my wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I ask my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before. But now, whenever I lend a textbooks to someone, I specially ask them to not doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crowd drawings all over. I can't hand them back to the library like that, and I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it has been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my. I don't want to call her pitbull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ida is taking in the town she's grown to love? Who knows when she'll return after she moves out? I get that. I will do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I will use the thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ida a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she liked it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That will be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. It's snowing. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road. The two residential streets. The community center. The helipad. The garage. The parking lot. The school. The stadium. The research center. The kindergartens. The barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down I'm a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to the university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Borkuta, not Borkuta 5. Because Borkuta 5 does not exist. People from Borkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me sometimes about Borkuta, the real Borkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to live at all. To live Borkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I probably sleep up and blurt out something incongruent. I do sleep up a lot. I hope I'll get better by then. Maybe I shall stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch! I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. But at least my head feels really clear. I look up and see a familiar purple gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night. So I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than that dinky sliver of the sky I'd see from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. The decrepit rows of worker housing disappears behind bigger and better homes. There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go there all the time with Tosia, even when it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we like the place. Somehow today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Huh? I slow down. There's a figure sitting on the frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have this kind of people here. At least not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. My balenki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time it had snowed this soft? I don't remember. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. ¿Está llorando? ¿Qué pasó? She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face out from wiping out with her sleeves. There's a bit of snow on her upper lip. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What? Another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home, Asia. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through snow, away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footprints, I'd believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel smile under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. Episodio uno final. Episodio 2 Marina. Ya. Hemos llegado. Sí. Llegamos hasta el final del primer capítulo y me está gustando mucho. Me está gustando mucho. Y yo creo que esto lo vamos a continuar mañana. Mañana o pasado mañana. Pero me está gustando. Está bonita la novela visual. Está interesante. Me gusta eh, los pensamientos internos de la protagonista. Me está gustando todo este misterio de qué es lo que pasa con la otra niña. Cómo es que desapareció. Esto lleva todo escrito por encima Dumet Yuri, así que también tenemos que ver eso. ¿Quién es Marina? Porque ella también nos conoce, por qué no, nos sacó de la oficina antes de poder llegar a algo. Así que no, quiero descubrir más de este mundo y cómo esto de que a la gente no le importó que desaparecieran. Así que vamos a abandonar aquí, vamos a ir a nuestra sala. ¡Oh! La sala está cambiada. Tenemos periódicos y cosas así de investigación. Porque recordemos que somos un detective. Pero bueno, eso termina el día de hoy. Me gustó bastante el juego. Como dije, mañana, pasado mañana lo continuamos. Dependiendo cómo me sienta. O continuaremos en un subsiguiente stream. Porque quizá hay otra cosa que probar. Ahí vamos a ver. Tiene toda la pinta de ser juego gay. Tiene toda la pinta de ser buen juego. Buena novela. No sé cuántos capítulos tendrá. Pero ahí lo descubriremos. Parece que son bastante larguitos. Así que tenemos para al menos unos cuantos streams más, al parecer. Así que ahora, sin más dilación, vamos terminando este stream. Vamos diciendo. Dura dos horas. Tenemos para rato entonces, hay para rato. Hay para rato, 2 horitas. Vamos terminando el stream. Vamos diciendo goodbye a los niños. Que estén todos bien en sus casas. Recuerden comer. Recuerden descansar. Y que en cualquier momento que estén viendo este stream, que lo estén terminando, pasen un buen día, una buena tarde, una buena noche. Así que nos vemos y dependiendo, quizás el siguiente stream hablamos más en español, lo leemos más en inglés. Vamos a ver. Ahora para terminar, queremos hacer un raid y no sé quién chucha está online. Así que quizás los mando con cualquier persona. No sé, alguna persona pequeña. Alguien jugando un Musume. Me gusta cuando hay gente jugando un Musume. Me gusta enviar a la gente cuando alguien está jugando un Musume. Ah, Hashire, Hashire, Hashire. English, Recap. Aquí, alguien aprendiendo a jugar este escenario. Vamos con. Voy a dejar con Tortugu. Qué alto nombre, Tortugu. Así que vamos allá con Tortugu y nos despedimos. Bye, 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 bye.